History is just packed with these incredible puzzles that really defy any easy answer. We're talking about ancient books written in a language that nobody can read, giant drawings carved into the earth that you can only really see from the sky, and technology so far ahead of its time it feels like it dropped in from the future.
So are these just, gaps in our knowledge? Bizarre errors that we just haven't figured out yet? Or could they be clues to a much bigger, much stranger story about our past? A truth so wild that maybe, just maybe, we're not quite ready to get it. All right, so our first set of mysteries are hiding right out in the open, in languages and images that, even today, are completely alien to us.
Okay, get a load of this. It's called the Voynich manuscript. It was found back in 1912, and carbon dating tells us it's from the early 1400s. It's got 240 pages filled with this beautiful flowing script that matches absolutely no known language. And the illustrations? They show plants that do not exist on planet Earth.
So, what is it? I mean, on one hand, some people are convinced it's a message from a lost civilization, maybe even an alien one, just full of secret knowledge. On the other hand, a lot of people think it's just a really, really clever medieval hoax. But if it's a fake, why go to the trouble of creating a whole language with such complex rules and patterns? Even today, with our supercomputers and AI, the world's best code breakers have gotten absolutely nowhere. This 600-year-old book is still a complete mystery. Okay, so from a mysterious book to a mystery literally written on the face of the earth, these are the Nazca lines in Peru. Now, if you're standing on the ground, they don't look like much, really, just a bunch of random shallow trenches.
But from the air, everything changes. You see their true form, over 300 enormous figures. There's a spider, a monkey, even this humanoid shape that some people call the astronaut. The Nazca people made these over 2,000 years ago, just by scraping away the top layer of reddish rock to show the lighter ground underneath.
But here's the part that'll bake your noodle. The people who made these incredible designs could never have actually seen their own work. Not in full, anyway. Which brings up the big question, right? If you can't even see what you're making, who are you making it for? Next up, we're looking at ancient structures that aren't just mysterious because of their purpose, but because of how they were even built in the first place. These are feats of engineering that just seem flat out impossible for their time. And of course, we've got to start with the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's 4,500 years old. It's a monument that has kept its secrets for, millennia. We thought we had a pretty good idea of its layout, but it turns out modern technology has just shown us we were wrong.
So get this, in 2017, scientists used this amazing technique called cosmic ray imaging. It basically lets them see through solid stone, and they found a massive, completely unknown empty space deep inside the pyramid. And when I say massive, I mean it's as long as a passenger jet, and it's totally sealed off.
So, what is it? Was it just a corridor they used while building and then sealed up? Is it another secret burial chamber for the pharaoh? Or could it be a hidden vault holding treasure, or maybe knowledge that could completely rewrite what we know about history? The honest answer is, we have absolutely no idea.
All right, let's jump over to one of the most remote places on Earth, Easter Island, home of the famous Moai statues. Some of these colossal stone heads weigh up to 80 tons. That's like stacking 12 full-grown elephants on top of each other. It's just wild.
And here is the puzzle. The ancient islanders carved and then moved these giants using nothing but stone tools, no wheels, no cranes, no large animals to pull them. How in the world did a society with that kind of tech transport these things for miles across the island? The local Rapa Nui people have a legend about it. They say the statues just walked. While modern archaeologists have theories with ropes and logs and rocking them back and forth, nobody has definitively proven how they did it. So the legend just hangs in the air, and the Moai keep their secrets.
Okay, this next category is fascinating. We're looking at artifacts that just don't fit the historical timeline. They're so advanced, they feel like they belong to a much, much later time.
So back in 1901, divers are exploring this ancient Roman shipwreck, and they pull up what looks like just a corroded lump of bronze. Well, that lump turned out to be the Antikythera mechanism, and it is, for all intents and purposes, the world's first analog computer.
And this timeline really shows you just how insane this thing is. It was built around 200 BCE, and its 37 intricate gears could actually predict eclipses and track the planets. Now, to put that in perspective, technology this sophisticated, it doesn't show up again in Europe for more than 1,600 years. So it makes you ask, where did this incredible knowledge come from? And maybe more importantly, where did it go for all that time?
Our next object is one where science and faith really collide, the Shroud of Turin. For many, this linen cloth with the faint image of a crucified man is the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. But in 1988, carbon dating tests suggested it was a medieval forgery, only about 700 years old. Case closed, right? Well, not exactly. Scientists still can't explain how the image itself was created. Some have suggested it would take an intense flash of radiation to make an image like that, something totally impossible in the Middle Ages.
And for our final puzzle, we're going to a place where the mystery isn't about what's been found, but about what's been lost without a single clue. The infamous Bermuda Triangle.
The stories are the stuff of legend. In 1945, you have Flight 19, a whole squadron of 5 U.S. Navy bombers. They just vanished on a training mission. The rescue plane sent to find them, it vanished too. Go back even further, to 1918, the USS Cyclops, a huge Navy ship with more than 300 people on board, disappears without ever sending a distress call. And in case after case, it's the same story. No wreckage, no bodies, nothing.
So what could possibly be going on? Well, scientists have logical explanations. Rogue waves, super deep ocean trenches that could swallow wreckage whole, or even huge eruptions of methane gas from the seafloor that could sink a ship in seconds. But then you have the other, more speculative theories. Talk of magnetic vortexes, alien abductions, or even a portal to another dimension. For now, the truth is still lost out there at sea.
So from undecipherable texts to impossible machines and mysterious disappearances, these puzzles are this powerful reminder that our understanding of the past is very much a work in progress. They force us to question everything we think we know, and they make us ask, are these just mistakes in the history books? Or are they clues to a much bigger truth we're just not ready for yet? What other incredible secrets does our history hold?